welcome back to the remaining part of our April 29th recording.
Yeah, the rest of the Swordsman's... Well, we didn't get all the way through the Swordsman's Labyrinth, which was unfortunate. But as I'm sure you can guess from our sorry condition at this point, this doesn't necessarily end well. So yes, another bit of post... commentary added in post. You know, I'm kind of curious, what does our audience prefer? Do you... Let us know in the comments, guys, what you prefer. Live commentary or us doing this in post.
Maybe we should give them some advantages and disadvantages to each.
Nah, they can decide for themselves. Come on, this is the internet. Everybody's got an opinion.
Well, on one side, in post commentary, you can just start over if you make a mistake.
I just said we didn't need to list pros and cons.
Okay, one word for... this. 7 words for you. Kingdom Hearts 2 in Japanese is awesome.
This has relevance to our current discussion. How?
Hey, we gotta discuss something.
Okay, but, you know, you could just talk about what's going on in the video.
Okay. Angela just did a flame slash.
You know, you need to study some other Let's Plays, see how other people do it, I think. Anyway, yeah, this sort of fight is kind of common here in the Swordsman's Labyrinth. You get a ton of enemies at once, especially mummies. I mean, later on you'll see there's just an endless avalanche of those things. And the fact that they have
a crap ton of HP.
Yeah, tons and tons of hit points does not help.
Followed by the fact that they have strong attacks.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have much in the way of armor, but they can sponge damage.
And I can't remember what they're called, but the later versions of those knights can cast a thunder type spell that attacks all the party members.
Ow.
And that's when we get those are in Trodain Castle.
Oh yeah, because you visit there, right? Lost Souls you don't generally have to worry about, because they'll just kind of sit there and let you wail on them.
Except me.
Well, yes. Until they're blown away, quote-unquote. At which point they go kamikaze again. After that, you're in for some work. So yes, if you can whittle away all of their hit points before they blow up, then yeah, you should be okay. The trick is knowing when they're...
I think it's a low HP thing.
As I was trying to say, yes, they do it when they're at critical health, so the trick is just damaging them enough to be able to,
We're lucky enough that they do it on low HP here, continuing to those, can't remember SA something, robots and Art Lad, that self-destruct at any, regardless of their HP.
Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, this is kind of a common occurrence here. Just a crap ton of these things.
Yeah, so again, those robots will self-destruct regardless of whether their HP is low or not, which is sucky. So consider this game lucky.
I don't know, given the fact that you can heal a lot more easily and are glad. This one is kind of cruel in some places.
Quit throwing orbs of pure hatred! God.
That can't be good for Angelo's skin. But yeah, these things get to be a real big, fat, goddamn pain in the ass real quick. this is where it really just starts to be... This is right about where it really starts to get just painful. This run. Because really, there's only so much you can do. I mean, it's not even that these things, just mixed in with other enemies, they're kind of an annoyance. But in a huge pack like this, they become just horrible occurrence. You just never want to run into them. And admittedly, I'm really not a fan of the way the random encounter system here works. Especially given that it's the game's preponderance for just throwing them at you every 6 steps or so. I mean, yeah, random encounters.
Digimon World Day Squad is a lot more brutal on that.
Every 3 steps.
I don't know. You can't go 5 seconds without running between enemies. Yeah.
Admittedly, I prefer a more action-oriented combat system. I mean, even Final Fantasy XII, and I'm not going one way or another on the overall quality of the game. There are some parts of it I like, there are some parts of it that I don't like, just like everyone else. But the way they handled the battle system in 12 was interesting, because at least you had a much easier time of making the decision to run. And you actually had control, a good deal of control over how effective you were at retreating from that battle. Rather than just leaving it up to the random number god, as in here.
I can't believe it's already been over a year. I mean, we started this on April 2nd, 2011, and it's already June 5th, 2012.
Okay.
And more bandanas that we don't need because they're useless.
Well, we'll get us a few coins at least. And pause for dramatic effect. Okay, there we go.
Open sesame!
And other stuff. Yep, see? Another one of these. At this point, we just kind of got fed up with it, and that happened. Again, I really hate having to leave it up to the random number guy, whether or not you can escape it. And I'm really not a fan of endless grinding like this game has, because it's just such... It gets to be so damn boring. You just get to the point where you're like, your eyes are about ready to bleed. You've been staring at the screen so long. And look at that, 10 points even through a full guard.
Actually, a full guard would be the defending champion from fisticuffs.
Oh, you get it's a perfect block.
Well, great, and significantly reduces damage.
I see.
Like that 10 probably would have been a 1 or a 2.
So it's not perfect, but it's darn near close. Okay, so yeah, Yangus picked that up, which is rather useful. notice that as the game goes on, the characters sort of settle into some outright roles that they didn't have early on. I mean, yeah, thank goodness for Bang, because that does, well, I mean, as stupid as the name is, it damages everything. And yet more cursing. We should wash these guys' mouth out, so... And again, I think by this point they're mostly dirt and rot anyway. Who knows, that might actually be really effective.
I'm bored.
Yeah, this game was really... I'm not sure if this game was the smartest one to do a Let's Play of.
No, I'm just bored of this fight.
Yeah. Well, this game is kind of packed with fights like these.
Maybe we should only record the bosses and major events.
Maybe, yeah. Or just skip over the really dull stuff, like, you know, grinding. That's what most guys do, I believe.
And I'm hungry.
Well, that sounds like a personal problem to me. Considering that I just ate, pretty much.
Yeah, I'm really getting tired of these stupid toll-free calls. I hate telemarketers with so much passion.
Yeah, they are pretty damn annoying. I mean, no offense, guys. I know you gotta earn a living, but seriously, you have some really bad timing sometimes.
Call log deleted. I mean, I've been getting telemarketer text messages on my phone now.
Yep.
My cell phone.
Yep.
They somehow found our...
Been getting that since day one, dude. No sympathy.
You won a free 1,000 Best Buy gift card from Best Buy's friend and family program. Enter code free at yada yada bestbuy.com, blah yada yada yada.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, you get no sympathy from me. I've been getting those since day one.
9:59 a.m. Thursday, May 31st. I just started getting them. They're stupid!
I think we got that.
Okay, back to the game. This is so
Where
boring.
nothing much has changed. I mean, good grief. These things are just a pain in the ass. Now I know what these things are. They're this game's Zubat.
Zubat.
Yeah, because you know how going through a Pokemon game, every time you go into a cave, you're like, oh god, it's not this again. Because every 6 steps, Wild Zubat appeared. Because of their ridiculous speed, you can't escape, and then they throw Confuse Ray at you, so no matter what you do, you end up getting hurt. The trope is goddamned bats. They're enemies that aren't necessarily they aren't a huge threat just alone, but they quickly become really, really, really irritating.
Yeah, I got on Leaf Green. I got stuck on the second round of the Elite 4 fight. To this day, I'm still not beat the game.
Well, as I was trying to say, the trope is the goddamn bats. They're enemies that aren't really a huge threat. They're just really, really irritating. Like, you know, Zubat. Or Golbat in the later dungeons of Pokemon. Other examples would be, well, like the actual bats from Cave Story. They don't have, you can shoot them once and they're dead, but they'll seriously screw up some of those jumps if you're not careful. And some of those jumps are above big fat pits of spikes.
Oh, I know what that's like. During my, on Sunday during my recording of the third walkthrough of Spiral Year the Dragon I'm doing, and the Sheila section of the Sunnyville level, Sunnyville, you know those little spear guys?
Yes.
Right when I got to the tower part where I climbed to get to the princess or whatever she is.
Yeah.
At the very bottom, the first 2 times I got there, the guy speared me and it fell to death.
Knocked you right off the cliff. And, yeah. Or an example from Dynasty Warriors, archers. Okay, in 3 they were a major threat because a well-placed squad of archers would rip through your health. But from 4 onwards, they're just annoying because they'll just keep knocking you down. They won't even do that much damage, depending on where you're at and how solidly you're built. But they'll just keep knocking you down, right in the middle of a combo, too.
Especially in the battle of, Mount Dingjung?
Yes, please don't remind me.
Especially in 4.
Oh, and too late, he goes off.
And 3 of our characters are not feeling too good.
Can't imagine they would be.
Or no, wait, 2.
Well. Oh,
Make that more.
Oh, dang. Poor Angelo's down into the single digits now, I think. Yeah, at least you still get experience for him.
Yeah, 4 HP. Yeah, 4. And now we wasted some magic.
Well, it was either that or walk around with Angelo at 4 health. This bit is just kind of mean because, well...
Goodie bags!
Oh, yes.
Money, money, money!
Yeah, these are the pinata enemies. Kill them, and you get tons of loot. Well, mostly just money in this case, but... Well, I'm sure everybody's found at least one type of pinata enemy. In, well, just about any game. I mean, they don't even do all that much. And I've only just now realized exactly how creepy these things are.
I think I can do the sultry dance. Not sure.
And they can cast a sack, which decreases defense. So they are a little bit of a threat, at least, but...
Ha! You failed.
Well, let's put it this way. They're not mummies.
Look at that, booyah!
Uh-huh.
318 gold coins.
Yay. And the map is actually a really good find here because, again, this place is a labyrinth. It's just good to have. Otherwise, you're going to spend hours walking around. Like we almost did. Enemies are too stunned to move. In other words, free round of attacks.
And we're gonna get the trap box recorded for you guys today, too.
Yeah, we'll probably do that one live. Unfortunately, those armors can, summon heal slimes. Thankfully, at this stage of the game, the heal slimes are pretty wimpy. You can take them down with 1, maybe 2 attacks.
Today was a good day of school, especially science. 2 different
Okay.
Two of the freshmen were gone, and one of them was a troublemaker. So that made it peaceful.
Okay.
Me talking about life. Yay!
And the restless armors are, well, they're kind of glass cannons. Not much health, but they can hit pretty hard.
Isn't that what Delma is?
Delma? Yeah, that's how I classed her. She hits really damn hard, especially with her fire magic, but not much in the way of defense or health. Oh! Yeah, that'll take it down. That'll take it down real fast.
And wasn't Maru classified the same because they both share the same defense?
Well, yeah, Maru is closer to a true glass cannon, especially because he's a ranged character and can just rain death on enemies. Delma relies a little more on getting in close.
But unfortunately, he also shares the bad defense.
Well, yeah, that's usually the case with archer-type characters. Oh god, it's not this again. No, 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 no!
And then you said there are two types of tanks.
Yeah, well, and that there can be more depending on which game you're playing. Usually MMOs go with two different types of tanks. They go with the straight-up armor and hit points tanks, the meat shields, the ones who just are there, they take all the hits, they soak up all the damage. Then there's the other kinds of tanks, ninja tanks, the ones that focus on evading or blocking attacks.
That would be Volk. And the first one would be Gans.
Yeah, pretty
Because
much.
Gans has slow speed and avoid, while Volk has high speed and avoid, as well as HP and
Yeah.
attack.
Oh, and down goes our hero.
So, Volk is basically the, yeah, you missed me.
Yeah. And, I mean, again, different...
Sleep!
It depends on which MMO you're playing. Like, there are various MMOs that would do it. Oh, yeah, I think this is the one that killed us. There goes Angelo. And really, once you've lost one or two people, it's just a death spiral. It really is.
Why can't we flee?
Because the random number god has decided, no, screw you guys.
Let us flee! Thank you!
Yep, just leave him for dead. And it's a good thing we can still cast evac.
Unfortunately...
So yeah, we kind of got our asses kicked there.
Unfortunately, in the next run, we lose. Oh yeah, this is where... Oh yeah. We lost both the Rock and Angelo.
Yeah.
And they're the others with Zoom.
So yeah, we had to leg it back and really kind of scramble. Yeah, that was harrowing. Basically, we just ran and prayed we'd get to a safe place. Which was, yeah, looking real intimidating with those dead guys there. Yep, no, not worth it. Once again, checking the map because he can't navigate worth crap. No sense of direction, I tell you. Oh god, not this thing again.
Yeah, that's one enemy. We'll fight.
That deals 20 points of damage per hit.
on the way back. We're succeeded.
Yeah. Otherwise, this probably would have been a much shorter video.
Hey! Yeah!
And that's... Yep. It's at this point that it's just kind of... Yeah, okay. I'm done. Yep. This is just... I'm not even sure why you kept fighting after this rather than just fleeing.
I don't want it to fail.
Well, yeah, that's a good point. Otherwise you just get screwed over.
Now I can flee. Goodbye! After restoring 46 of my health... Oh, wait, no. After going back to 46 health points.
Run, Angus, run like your fat ass depends on it. Which it kinda does. And... Nope! No way! Oh, well. I think this is where it gets bad. Well, then again, it's been really bad this entire time. Oh, no, okay. My memory was wrong. I thought we just got stomped on by those things. And a cow. First sign of safe... nope, never mind.
Paprikans!
These weirdos again. The only game series with weirder monster designs has been Earthbound. And let me tell you, you only fight a giant pencil once. Before you never want to again.
Stupid building up damage.
Yep. Just wasn't worth it. Should have just retreated at the first sign, but, you know. As it turns out, we didn't really need the herb. Because, well, I mean, there's the town.
And here's our stopping point.
Well, almost. We still have a few minutes left.
I could have sworn we returned back to the... Or did that already pass?
No, I'm pretty sure we're gonna pick right back up from here. You wanted to go back, but I told you, dude,
No,
we'd already run for an hour of
No,
recording
but I
time.
remember I went back. I remember we went back and got our butts kicked again. Or,
You might be misremembering that. I know you wanted to keep going and recording, but we'd already been going an hour. I don't think most people don't have an hour to sit down at once. Blah blah, little screw up. And yeah, let's bring some people back.
bring people back. La 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 la. vida de Angelo es importante. Or something.
There we go. And he tries to escape, but then I managed... Again, we'd been going for an hour. I was kind of fried by this point, honestly.
So, let's see what we can do on our live recording.
Yeah.
Shut up, Trode.
Dude. Spend the night.
Have you been keeping your friend up to date with these?
Oh, he's been busy with finals.
He's in college?
Yeah.
Ooh. Awesome. Wish him luck. I've got my own finals coming up. Yeah, I don't plan on going to college.
Your loss.
The point of getting out of high school is to get out of high school.
And college is not high school. I
But
thought
it's...
that was obvious.
No, but it's more school type stuff. And here's your stopping point.
I'm just gonna let you keep believing that.
Okay, guys, catch you in the next